Today we're going to talk about ego and why it's super important that you have an ego. In fact, the biggest worms I've met in my life are people who don't have egos. Now, I think a lot of people get confused with, there's two types of egos. You've got people who have egos who don't deserve it, and you've got people who have egos who have earned it and justified it. Mike Tyson had an ego, he's Mike Tyson. Fat dork has an ego, he's a fat dork. People often talk about downward spirals. He got in a downward spiral, he lost his girlfriend, then he started drinking, then he lost his friends, and he drank more, and then in a downward spiral. You know what else is real? An upward spiral. He started training more, so he had more energy, and he started working more, started making more money, and then he went to a better gym, and then he trained harder, and then there's an upward spiral is exactly the same. An upward spiral is always fueled by ego. So having an ego is not a bad thing. In fact, I encourage every man out there to have an ego. Develop an ego, a massive one, and then work to justify it. Then you have the other side of the coin, the people who have an ego for no reason. I wouldn't call this an ego. I'd call these people delusional morons. And if you're going to go through your life and you're going to have to associate with people, what you want to do is find egotistical people, find out if they have a reason to justify said ego. If they don't, get rid of them. If they do, hang around them, because you might actually learn.